here we go. What was I doing? Right, I need to put the iron away. Poppies go in the thing. And I'm buying glass. I've been up for like, what is it? A long time, on very little sleep. We'll just call it a long time. I don't know like the exact number of hours, but it's a lot. It's quite a number. See, these guys offer good deals, and then you have these clowns who... They don't offer good deals. We don't like that. We don't like them here. Yeah. For introducing MA to Minecraft. Well, Zyph introduced MA to Minecraft, I'm gonna be honest. I kinda just went off and did my own thing. Like, you know, a bad friend. But, this week will be different. What, why is it looping the same song? Hold on. Okay, hold on. No, it's not what we're doing. Okay. What? No. Give me that. I'm gonna smelt some more kelp. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I might as well do some netherrack too, you know. 1, 2. And let's throw an extra 1 in there for the copper, you know, just for the fans. I'm so fast. Like blazing speeds. Yeah, I did increase my FOV. That's why it looks so weird. Have you zoomed out FOV on top of having, you know, the already increased FOV? It's just a lot. It's crazy. Right when I get here, too. Just, like, no more haste for you. I'm gonna have to line all of this with minecart tracks. Dude, I have to mine out this entire area? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay. Yeah. You know, I haven't done anything for the song this week yet. I did like the 1 hour loop for a different song today. I already know what song I want to do. It's just like I don't know what the picture's. It's a song from RSV3, so it's like I don't know what the picture is gonna be because I don't know how to draw the thing that the song's about, which is a first actually, where I just straight up do not know like what to do for the drawing. Yeah, there's that. Yeah. There's like important political event that I could talk about, but I mean, if you know what I'm referring to, then you know. But I don't know. It's not really what I talk about here, so I'm just gonna say it happened, and I acknowledge that it happened, and if you want to know my opinion on it, well, too bad, I guess. It's not really an event to have an opinion on, to be honest, but whatever. Oh, I started playing a Hollow Knight randomizer today, and I'm definitely going to be doing that on stream, not this week, but next week, probably. This week I'm gonna do more PvZ Heroes to try and enjoy my time with the game before it it inevitably crashes and dies. This new PvZ Heroes balance patch that's coming out. I'm gonna talk about that. You know what? Here's our content for like the next 30 minutes. PvZ Heroes balance patch. God dang it, dude. So, let's start with the positives. Sizzle is getting buffed. Triceratops is getting nerfed, finally. Shamrocket and Rocket Science are getting nerfed. They nerfed Berry Blast, which, you know... Like, sure. It's fair. It's fair to nerf Berry Blast, yeah. It's just strange, I guess. Berry Blast was one of the best cards in the game ever since the game came out, though, so I can understand them nerfing it. They nerfed Fruitcake. It no longer does 7 damage, oh my god. Allosaurus and Mechanolith are safe, everything else still isn't. Honestly, that wasn't really the problem with Fruitcake, the problem was its cost. It cost 2 and you could just remove basically anything, and that's still kind of the case. Aggro Solar Flare nerfs, let's go. Haunted Pumpkin is gone. Elderberry is gone. Huge dubs there. Pets got buffed. Oh my goodness. Zookeeper buff, very warranted. Everybody liked that. And, is that it for positives? Because, we got a lot of negatives to go through. I'm gonna be real. Alright, let's start with the easiest thing to talk about. Brainy did not get nerfed at all. No nerf to Teleportation Zombie or Teleport, inexplicably. No nerf to Trickster. No nerf to Mustache Monument. No nerf to Evolutionary Leap. Regifter, of all things, got nerfed. Or completely sent into oblivion. It's now a completely worthless card that you're never going to use in anything ever. You wouldn't even use it in Conjure decks because it's just strictly outclassed by literally everything else. They murdered Cell Phone Zombie for no reason. Like, Cell Phone wasn't even that good of a card. Why would you just destroy it like that? No nerf to the stuff that actually needed it, though. They buffed Mechasaur for God knows why. So, yeah, Brainy is eating good. Oh, and the Blob buff. How could I forget? They buffed Blob. Because we didn't learn from last time, apparently. The second Blob is meta, everything sucks. And guess what's gonna be meta? It's gonna be Teleport Blob decks with, like, a late-game Mechasaur thrown in because it's 8/8 Bullseye. So that's how that's going. Leftovers got buffed for no reason. If anything, they should have nerfed Hardy Treat, or Healthy Treat, because that thing is broken. Leftovers didn't need the buff. If you're gonna buff Turkey Rider, just buff Turkey Rider by making it a 1-cost. It's completely fair for Turkey Rider to be a 1-cost card. Why would you buff Leftovers? Leftovers is even worse. Zombie Tricks are already the most powerful thing in the entire game, and you're buffing them further. Why? No nerf for, like, basically the entirety of the crazy, or not the crazy class, the sneaky class. Conman is no longer a pirate, but it's still Conman, so it's still a 1/3 on turn 1. Space Time didn't get nerfed somehow, despite, you know, having better stats than Captain Cucumber. It's plant equivalent that's also a higher rarity and costs more. But, you know, whatever. Zombies stay winning, I guess. Pogo got a pointless nerf instead of nerfing Mixed Up Gravedigger. Also, it's not like it matters anyway, because Blockbuster didn't get nerfed. Somehow. They nerfed Photosynthesizer for some reason. I don't really know why. It's not that good of a card. The only reason Photosynthesizer is that good is because you'd run it with Triceratops. And they didn't even really fix that. Because Triceratops is still a 2-cost card. They should have made Triceratops a 3-cost card. Cards that can buff their stats are just super good inherently. Or at least cards that can buff their stats easily are super good inherently. They buffed Cyborg for no reason, despite it already being super oppressive. They didn't nerf Cheese Cutter, one of the best cards in the game. HG's Super might have gotten nerfed, but it didn't get nerfed in a good way. It got nerfed in a bad way, because now it only decreases the cost of tricks and environments in your hand, but guess what? Half the things you want the cost decreased of are your Nebulas, your Cryo Brains, your Teleports. Like, that doesn't really fix anything. If anything, like, it's just a slap on the wrist. It's like, oh, yeah. But, like, no nerf to Teleport. So Teleportation Station is still, like, insanely good. Iron Border didn't get nerfed for some reason. Like, come on. They buffed Ensign Uproot. I don't know why. Also, Beta Super Buff did literally nothing. They didn't fix the problem with Beta Super Buff. They could have either made it give the plant +2/+2, or make it so it creates a plant with +1/+1, Amphibious and Teemo. But no. They didn't do either of those things. Instead, they gave it an extra attack, but it still has decreased health, so it's still gonna just die to Plumber. Or Fruitcake. The most useless nerf in the history of PvZ Heroes has to go to Flamenco, going from a 3-2 to a 3-1, because that was the problem with Flamenco. It wasn't binary stars, it wasn't just dancing spam being super good in conjunction with Disco Dance Floor, which, by the way, did not get nerfed, and even worse, they buffed this stupid Hardy environment that gives Frenzy, so fusion cards are going to be running rampant. They were already some of the best cards in the game, at least on the zombies side, because their effects were so broken and you could apply them to anything. Now you can do that with, I don't know, let's say for instance, Space Time, or the now buffed Viking, despite the fact that Viking was already good, or, who knows. They nerfed Zombot. They ruined Zombot. Like, hype Zombot moments, never gonna happen again. Zombot was already a worthless card. Why would you give it Gravestone when you aren't nerfing Gravebuster or Blockbuster? Which, I don't think Gravebuster needs to be nerfed, to be fair. I think Gravebuster is fine. I think Blockbuster's the problem. Because it's just a solid card. Spikeweed Sector got nerfed, so goodbye to Spikeweed Sector and all the Control Burb decks. You have officially been replaced by Bog of Enlightenment. Because, you know, screw specifically Guardian and Solar and no other classes, I guess. I guess Blooming Heart got nerfed, but, like, who cares? Oh, the Zapricot nerf that nobody asked for and nobody cares about, and, like, why? Zapricot was already extremely niche, basically only being run on budget aggro Solar Flare. You're doing nothing except harming the free-to-plays. The Cob Cannon nerf is weird to me. I don't know why they nerfed it the way they did. It needed to be nerfed, but it doesn't fix the problem with Cob Cannon. You need to make it more expensive and easier to kill. The problem wasn't that Cob Cannon is a 6-attack monster. The problem is that Cob Cannon is a 6-attack monster that you can ramp to extremely easily and be able to take out your opponent's biggest target, no matter what they have, whether it's indestructible or untrickable. It just kills. So yeah. They buffed Mayflower. I guess that's cool. Banana synergy is gone. So, rip to all banana decks. Never knew you. Pepper MD did not get nerfed. Somehow. I can understand Ketchup Mechanic not getting nerfed. I don't think Ketchup Mechanic is that good. I just think it's meta because Tele-Imps, which didn't get nerfed. Like, at all. Did Space Cowboy even get touched? I don't think so. I don't think they nerfed Space Cowboy. Which, again, a card that needed a nerf and just didn't get it. They buffed King again, which I don't really care about either way. Nobody runs King unless you're running it in some gimmicky Rust Bolt Leap deck. That's it. You're not running King otherwise. It's just not a thing you do. You don't get these... You don't spam cards and then play King and then get like a big guy. That's just not what happens. King decks require you to not run any big cards except for King. And that's just really not what hardy heroes want to do. Going Viral did not get nerfed. Forget-Me-Nuts did not get nerfed. Zombology Teacher did not get nerfed. What else did not get nerfed? Time to Shine did not get nerfed. Somehow. So, Captain Combustible Repeat Moss is still going to be a thing. I don't think they nerfed Repeat Moss either. If they did, I didn't see it. But, yeah. So that's a thing. They buffed Podfather, which is cool. No longer just dies to everything. I wish it was a 3-3, but oh well. Starch Lord did not get buffed, which honestly is for the betterment of mankind. Let's see, they did not buff Godify, despite the fact that pet decks are going to be everywhere now. They buffed Wintermelon in a very weird way, where now it freezes a zombie when played, which just... okay, I guess. They buffed Invasive Species, which, if you're trying to kill aggro, that is not what you do. Also, they nerfed Puff Shroom, but did not nerf Astro Shroom or Admiral Navy Bean. What are you doing? They gave Bean Counter Team Up for some reason. I don't know. If anything, what they should have done with Bean Counter is make it get +2/+2 when a Bean is played. But, you know, apparently they just ain't doing that. Let's see, they buffed Navy Bean. I have a feeling Amphibious Citron decks are going to be everywhere. Citron is already the most annoying hero, and he is going to get worse. Doomshroom did not get nerfed, which, I guess Shamrocket got nerfed, but now, for just one sun more, you can eliminate all 4 strength zombies on the field. And since Amphibious decks are probably going to be everywhere, and it's not like Amphibious decks are going to be, you know, spamming out bulky minions. Laser Cattail was ruined. Everybody was afraid for a moment because it looked like it got buffed for no reason, but no, it got nerfed. It got a complete ability change, and that ability change is bad. Like, I don't know why they would do that. It's just frustrating to see them fundamentally change these cards. It's something I don't understand. Transfiguration as well, actually. I want to point that one out. Petalmorphosis, instead of just making it cost 3 like they should have, it now gives the transformed plant +1/+1. That's going to help Weenie Beanie so much. What else do we got? I'm trying to rack my brain. I saw the change log like twice, and I was fuming both times, so... Battlecruiser got a pointless buff to be a 6/6. that's cool and all, but like, you're still not gonna run Battlecruiser. Because grave removal is going to be the plant's biggest strength right now. Because it's the only thing that can counter teleportation zombie is Gravebuster. So, you know. There's the cat lady buff, I don't care. Sync got a nerf, which was the most pointless nerf ever. Just make it cost 3, you cowards. Trickster did not get nerfed. Velk didn't get nerfed, despite Velk still being extremely powerful. They should have nerfed Velk again. Barrel of Deadbeards did not get nerfed. Final Mission did, but I'm gonna be honest, it didn't get nerfed enough to where I think it is a, you know, not a problem. Final Mission plus Barrel of Deadbeards still does 5 damage to a plant and 1 damage to all other plants, plus gives you a 4/3. All for the low, low price of 4 brains. And it's not really preventable either. So, there's that. Which is fun. Yeah, Brainstorm is going to be everywhere. It's gonna be like... Actually, it's just zombies. Zombies are gonna be everywhere. It's every single zombie hero, aside from, like, maybe Neptuna. Because I don't think Neptuna specifically got anything good. Like, she got no new synergies or anything. But everyone else is, like, having the biggest party of their lives. The janitor was not only not cooking, but they burned the stove and the entire house down. I think it's astonishing how bad these balance changes are. Like, actually legitimately thinking about it, these are some of the worst balance changes in card game history. Like, why would you do this? PvZ Heroes does not need to be like Yu-Gi-Oh! It does not need to be like Magic the Gathering. I do not want this to be a garbage card game that you just, like, win in 50 seconds. I actually have played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. Honestly, they're, like, not even bad card games. I just don't like them because it's like a one-player game. PvZ Heroes is not meant to be a one-player game like those other card games are. It's not a win in 1 turn or win in 2 turns kind of deal. As a matter of fact, only one time in recorded PvZ Heroes history has somebody won in 2 turns. It's just not a thing that happens. But now it's basically game over for plants. Like, the second you load into a match, it's over. What are you going to do against Teleportation Zombie? What are you going to do against Space Time? You still can't do anything to him. What, you going to Sizzle? That only does 4 damage now. Even if it costs 3, and it's a 3 cost to take care of a 2 cost, and they're going to be playing something else on turn 3. If you legitimately think that these are fair and balanced changes to the game of PvZ Heroes, you are high. I'm sorry, but you need to seek medical professional help. Like, it's not acceptable. The state that they're going to put the game in is unacceptable. PvZ Heroes is my favorite card game I have ever played, and I find these balance changes just so bad. This is just... When Galactic Gardens came out, everything was a mess. Briar Rose cost 4. and it and Poppin' Poppies were everywhere. And then you throw in Galactic Cactus Artichoke combos with Flytrap Planet, Pepper MD getting like 1 billion strength. Like, that's not even to mention OTK Blob. Or the, Valk. Which, Velk wasn't too bad because Mustache Monument didn't exist yet, but it was still around. It was still, like, good. Deck styles like Control Boogaloo just died overnight with the advent of Galactic Gardens. Like, the original game's balancing was not perfect, but it was respectable balancing. It was decent. I might even say it was good. Like, yeah, you clearly had some standout cards. People hadn't discovered Teleport yet, and even if they did discover it, there was no HG to abuse it, really. There was only 4 teleports in a deck. Like, actually think about it. A lot of the problematic cards didn't exist yet. There was no Cheese Cutter, there was no Con Man, there was no Teleportation Zombie, no Triceratops, no... Rare Rose existed, but it wasn't in people's consciousness because it cost 6 and wasn't that good. And Poppin' Poppies didn't heal, so... it was just a defensive card. Like, back then, you had, like, control decks with Walnut Bowling. And you had, like, your ramp decks, which you'd actually play stuff like Morning Glory. Probably not Sage, because Sage always sucked. But, you actually had these cards you could play. You could actually, like, use different things in the game. It was great. Unfortunately, as much as I love environments and the depth they add to the game, Galactic Gardens kind of ruined the balancing of PvZ Heroes forever. It's never recovered. Like, because you had stuff like Click Peas get added. Click Peas ruined everything for such a long time, and even now they're still very oppressive. Like, if someone gets 3 Click Peas in a row, that's basically just game over. That's done. What are you gonna do as a zombie player? Like, repeat Moss combos were around back then, but it wasn't oppressive. People actually used to run stuff like Espresso Fiesta for their finisher, because that's just what you had to do. I'm not saying that I don't want these new cards to exist. I'm saying that these new cards were not properly tested and balanced alongside the old cards. Or at least most of them weren't. Which led to power creep, and for old cards to be unnecessarily buffed to an extreme in order to compete with the new ones. And old cards that, may not have been as bad for the meta originally, becoming far, far too dangerous to handle. Like, Pepper MD would not be a problem if it wasn't for Flytrap Planet, Little Buddy, those kind of cards. Pepper MD could still be balanced if they just made it only get 1/1 when you heal, so it's a lot more manageable, but, whatever. And the strange thing is that there's so many cards in Galactic Gardens that are trash. Like, all the Cosmic cards, basically, are bad. I think Cosmic Yeti and I think Yeti Sports Star are okay, but Yeti's like only situationally okay in pet decks, and even then you need to be like running a specific kind. It's just Galactic Gardens was either broken or trash, and there wasn't really an in-between on it. What happened when they expanded the pool of cards was that the good stuff became like way too obvious. Why'd I come back here? The good stuff became way too obvious. There was a short era of experimentation with a lot of cool stuff, but it quickly became discovered just what would work and what wouldn't. And spoiler alert, those decks are still meta now. You've had some fall in and out of favor. Solar Flare definitely took the biggest nosedive out of any hero, I think. Z-Mech was a joke for a while. Now he's still like one of the worst zombie heroes, but next to Brain Freeze, he's like leagues ahead because he has access to going viral and Con Man. Just two tools that Brain Freeze can never have. Like, Brain Freeze is Cheese Cutter, but like, what else does he have? Sneaky and Beastly just don't have a lot of synergy between them, which is unfortunate. I quite like those two together. It would be cool if there was like more ice stuff, but that's just not a thing. So yeah. I think HG was the biggest problem, and I think HG is the biggest mistake in PvZ Heroes. His powers are so broken. Like, every single one of them is so good. Even Ice Moon, which is the worst one by a large margin, is still like a top tier superpower compared to like base game cast. It is absurd what HG is allowed to get away with. Like, whoever thought that was balanced? How? And why? I'm doing a lot of complaining, but a lot of fun cards were added in these additional sets. It made the game better overall, even if the balance became a bit worse. It's just the game stopped getting good balance changes after a certain time, when there were clearly still problematic cards. Stuff like Con Man and Cheese Cutter were allowed to run rampant. Triceratops. I think if they kept updating PvZ Heroes, like, continuously, we wouldn't be having these garbage balance changes. That's my take. Because these balance changes are the product of a team or person who has no idea what the game is like these days. What needs to be done in order to make the game fun to play. The best way to balance a game is to have it so that multiple things are viable at all times. You do not want there to be a clear meta-defining winner. PvZ Heroes, unfortunately, has zombies as the meta-defining winner, with teleport spam being the clear number one win among those winners, coming down to either Brainstorm, HG, and that's about it. Like, those two heroes are your best bets for zombie heroes, because the Brainy class is so far beyond everything else, and then the Crazy class and the Sneaky class are also super good, especially comparative to the Beastie and Hardy class. Like, Hardy is decent because they have Teacher and Going Viral and Healthy Treat, but compared to every single tool that you get from the Crazy or Sneaky class, it's not even close. It's not even comparable. The only reason Pogo Mix-Up Gravedigger spam isn't meta anymore is because Blockbuster spam became the meta to counter it. And that's because Guardian is by far the best plant class. Also, anybody who says Beta is the worst hero, you're just wrong. You're wrong on so many levels. But, whatever. I always knew that the Guardian class was like way too good, but people realized how good the Smarty class was, and that's kind of when it was over. For a long time, Smarty was defined as the freeze class, otherwise it was pretty useless. Outside of like Magic Beanstalk spam, you weren't really doing much with the Smarty class. At most, you get some good finishers from it, but the rest of your deck is usually going to be your other class. But now that's not the case, because there's stuff like Grave Mistake, or, you know, Spring Bean, Admiral Navy Bean, Lima Plurudon. It's just, there's a lot of cards in Smarty that are really good, and people kind of slept on them. Lima definitely needs a nerf. Like, I don't know how it escaped the nerf hammer, but whatever. I don't think I'm going to question the decisions that much. Because they nerfed Witch Hazel and, you know, buffed Snapdragon. I don't know. You know what would have been a fun buff, actually? Giving Cornucopia a team up. They would never do it, but it would have been a fun buff. It just gives you, like, an extra card, you know? Like, when was the last time you saw someone actually use Garg Feast? When was the last time you saw someone play something that wasn't just teleported in? Dry zombies don't exist anymore. Unless you're, you know, I guess spamming Cheese Cutter and other beastie cards. Some of you are probably thinking, you know, I was ragging on the Beastie class earlier, but Cheese Cutter and, what's the other one? Cyborg. Those are like two of the best cards in the game. Yeah, it's just the rest of the Beastie class is kind of garbage. And Cheese Cutter isn't even good because it's Beastie. Like any Beastie synergies or anything. It's just good because it's a good card. Same thing with Cyborg. You could say that's similar for Area 22 and Hunting Grounds, but I think zombie environments, or just environments in general, are typically less problematic than tricks and zombies because their effect usually isn't immediate. And also they're easily replaceable. That's what makes environments such an interesting part of the game, is that they're easily replaceable, so something that's like super powerful can just be taken away in an instant. Zombies obviously get the edge because they can play environments last, but they gotta devote the brains to it. Sorry if I'm like yawning a lot. And you know, I'm not mad because they're like, oh, they didn't buff Burb. Burb is perfect. They don't need to buff Burb. I'm not mad because, oh, they nerfed... Well, I am mad that they nerfed Spikeweed Sector because it was unwarranted and nobody asked for it. But, like, it's not just, like, I'm mad my favorite cards got nerfed. I'm mad, why would they nerf Synchronized Swimmer in that way? It doesn't do anything. Why would they buff Kangaroo Rider, like, with the 1 HP? It doesn't die to Berry Blast now, I guess, but, like, you're still not gonna run it. Well, you think Kangaroo Rider with, like, a Zookeeper? Just constantly bounce the Kangaroo Rider, play Zookeeper? I don't know. I'm making a big deal about the leftovers change, but we'll see if that's actually, like, that good. I'm very afraid of it, especially with pet decks, and because we know how good going viral is. So, we'll see what, like, a 1 cost going viral without the frenzying card draw does. We'll see. Smash pet decks, though. A lot of stock in those. I think OTK Cat Lady on Immorticia, though, is going to be the meta. I don't think it's going to be possible to stop, really. OTK Cat Lady, and if they somehow live, you just Megasaur and the game is over. We'll see. How much further do I have to go? Definitely a while. Alright. Swim time. Oh, right, I need to... Toggle, sneak... Yeah, I might end the stream early because I am, like, really tired. And I still gotta do the song. But, you know, we'll see. There we go. Bruh. Bruh. Where's my sugar? I should have gone the other way. I don't know how directions work. I am gonna re-release this song, updated and improved. Well, this version. The old version's still on the channel, technically, so... I say the channel, it's the jukebox. Gotta call it by its actual name. Oh, we're out? Okay. Hello, cow. Where's the sea tunnel? There it is. Whoa. Okay. Alright. My streams have started getting copyright claimed for other PvZ songs other than just Loon Boon. Granted, Laura is cool about it, so I don't have to, do anything. It's not like taking ad revenue or anything, like I'd make any, but, it is interesting to note. Now, hey, it's the song I released last week. I was just thinking, like, right now, you know how PUZ had, like, those weird crossovers in Garden Warfare for, like, new characters? I wonder, like, how the rights to those work. Like, could they just put Chester Chomper in something and claim it's an original character? No, right? Could they say the character is made with permission from the Cheetos company? Is that how that would work? What is the lore behind Cheetos? I don't think anybody's ever asked that question once in their entire life. How is there a Cheetos plant? Like, aren't Cheetos like cheese puffs? How is that plant? Explain. I don't get it. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna... this one's empty, so we can keep going for a bit. I wonder if it'll pick up moon grains. Probably not. Nobody ever uses moon grains. Except like the base boosted horde version. Man, I wish I got water before doing the stream. I am so dehydrated. Oh well. It's just what we call unfortunate, I guess. Can't wait for summer to be over. This heat is awful. See, even as a kid, I didn't like summer. Like, even though there was like, yeah, no school going on, but you know, struggles breed creativity, right? I could never like think when I was just home doing nothing but like watching Star Wars stuff and playing games on like the Wii and the PS2. I don't know. There was no like creativity time, you know? Which is probably why I've fallen into this paradoxical state of like being far more creative as an adult than I was as a kid. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I am more focused on that kind of thing and less distracted by other stuff. Maybe it's because I can pull inspiration from more places. Maybe it's because I actually know how stories work now. Whatever the case, it is interesting. Like, I wasn't making music when I was a kid. See, this is the thing, right? I make music and I draw for the pictures, for the songs, so I have to force myself to be creative all the time, right? So from that creativity, I come up with other things to be creative about. And eventually those can get translated into songs and pictures as well. So it's like a cycle, you know? And I can always come up with something new. And it's great. You've probably seen, like, little glimpses of it if you've been paying super close attention to the music window. But I am planning a 5th anniversary collection that'll come out in, like, January 2026. But that's making me realize I need to release a lot of songs in order for the collection to make sense. But yeah. It's gonna be pretty long, but I got like a whole year to work on it still, so I'm not worried at all. Honestly, the biggest part is probably gonna be the pictures. I might get an early start on those too. Nope, I did not mean to press that. Did not mean to tab out. But yeah. Getting an early start on everything would be nice. And yes, I plan on lasting till 2026. I plan on getting that far. Cattail is not going anywhere. If I go anywhere before then something happened. Let's hope that isn't a thing. We're gonna make it, and it's gonna be great. You probably already easily guess at least 2 of the songs on the Anniversary Collection. If you're paying real close attention, you can guess upwards of 6. But, I don't think you're gonna guess more than 10 at most. The collection, what's gonna be in it, is already all planned out. Unless something, like a really good song, I make like a really good song that I want to like make a deluxe version of for the collection. I don't know if that's gonna happen, maybe. It might just blend into something else though. I'm getting close. This year's Cattail song is already done, by the way, which is a first. Typically I make it around the September time, but this time I made it early on purpose for a couple reasons, but it will become apparent if you hear it. I don't know if we're gonna hear it this stream. Maybe. Nah, that was your cue to instantly play it. Stupid shuffle. Oh, well. I know I'm probably the only one who cares about like the music stuff and the lore stuff, but it's fun. It's fun. And you can't take that from me. So I love the beginning to this song because it's just like unlike everything else. I mean, it uses the motifs, but it's got like a different vibe to it. I don't know what it is. Just something about it specifically. Maybe because you know the core is coming. So you're wondering why we're starting out with this. I'm actually almost there. I am surprised with myself. You know, I haven't built anything out of sandstone in a while. It's an underrated block. I don't really want to go any further. I think this is alright. And there we are. We're back. Why is there so much andesite? I'm gonna put the lapis away first, actually. It's probably a smart idea. There's 2 more inventory slots. Alright. Okay, I need more lava. Sand. Okay. What is it? Where does it go? Where did I start putting the gravel? Here. For some reason. I don't even know anymore. Here have 8 blocks of coal. This would go there. We get this. More of it. What about the pumpkins? How are they doing? Okay, sheep, how are you doing? This one's definitely getting a rework. Like this song, it's getting a complete redo. Sheepies go like sheepies. That's what the sheep go like. They go like, yeah, because they are sheep. I know what I'm talking about. It makes sense. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, thank you. Ah, how kind. Okay. Level 60. Alright. Just AFK here for a bit. Get some of that money. I did not mean to accidentally move the microphone. You know, I'm just realizing, the song for tomorrow, Snazzy Sci-Fi Call Center, it's, the music is like hold music, which is hilarious in the context of a call center, to where they call you with some kind of ad, and you actually accept, and they put you on hold. That's the dystopian future that that's the dystopian future we're all looking forward to, right? I don't know, the implications of a call center putting you on hold are just very funny. Is it me, or is the enchantment glint on the chest plate much more pronounced than it is on the diamond tools? Or, not diamond, netherite. Netherite tools. Alright, yeah. It takes a while. 6 layers? Is it 6 layers now? Yeah, it's 6 layers high, and it's still a little slow, you know? Like 100 pumpkins per minute, that's like baby numbers. Come on. Though to be fair, it might be producing more pumpkins than that. The minecarts might not just be able to, or might not be able to keep up. Which is something to think about. I never really thought of that, but if it's true, if the hopper minecarts are like getting clogged in the system, I'm also going to be able to do this for the andesite sails. I'm going to need more stonemasons. Come on. Come on. They just aren't refreshing their trades. There we go. What? I very much like how quickly I'm able to, you know, get rid of all the andesite. It's very good. It's very good. Just need like an even number, you know? Alright, more glass. 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 Hello? I would like to buy your glass. You got any glass? I'll take the glass. Fantastic. Alright, let's craft. Let me craft a block of copper. Copper ingredients and recipes. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. My posture right now is awful, by the way. Okay, anyway. Now that that's done, andesite, granite, diorite. Alright, Up, I'm getting my cords tangled again. Posture realigned. Glass acquired. Let's go. Okay. Ah. Wrong pickaxe. I feel you can definitely tell who named each, like, tool. I was gonna say pickaxe, but only one person named the two pickaxes. But you can definitely tell who named each tool based on, like, you know, the name. But also what the name implies about the tool and the person who named said tool. Alright. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Very standard Minecraft stuff. There we go. Oh. Okay. Yeah. It's just Minecraft. It's a much different vibe than the Legend stream. But I am going to be playing a lot of Minecraft for the foreseeable future, so... Which, you know, that's interesting. I was literally talking with my brother the other day about how he plays more Minecraft than me, despite me, you know, playing it every week for at least 3 hours. He's been beating me at it. He's been going at grinding. He's been grinding, and it's been more than me. He's making more progress than I am. Well, now I'm doing 2 at once, so and if he ever gets his people and their act together and whatever, maybe a 3rd one. I should have put the emeralds away. Boom. You know, my older releases on the jukebox don't really get that many views. Which, I guess is fine. Makes sense. But, I don't know. I wish they would. I wish they would. Look at us go. This song has such a specific vibe to it. I don't know how to describe it. We have almost mined out the entire tunnel. Look at us go. There we go. Two Elise songs back to back. Huh. Okay. Get out of here. Where did the glass block go? Oh my goodness. Dolphins are the worst. Dolphins are the worst. Come on. We're almost there. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'll take those. Alright. Alright. Pretty good. Now we just need glass and cobblestone. I guess some sponge wouldn't hurt. Hello, old friend. still got like a while to go. Got like all the Elise songs tonight. Okay. Look at that. Sure does take a lot of rockets to do this. I should start setting up the minecart track. Alright. Exactly 64. Okay. Where'd I put the minecart stuff? I put the minecart stuff in one of the chests. Here we go. Okay. Love to see it. We're probably gonna get like the minecart set in. And then we'll take the minecart each time in order to save on rockets, even if it'll be like a lot slower. The whole point is because it's fun. I used to be able to really do a really good like cat noise, but I can't anymore because my voice is deeper. It is unfortunate. But oh well. And to anybody wondering, yes, I do beat the furry allegations because there is no evidence I am one. My avatar does not use. I've had this argument before. I've stated my reasons. I don't need to go over it again. I mean, if you think I am one, then whatever. But like, just in a factual sense, I am not. Give me all that. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I find it weird that you can name villagers, but also at the same time they don't have names. So, like... Are villagers like a hive mind? Is that how villages work? Did I just solve villagers? The villager hive mind conspiracy. New game theory video coming out. So the 24-hour stream, 89.5 extended was not in rotation. 89.5 was just in there twice for some reason. Those sticks are going to be important in like 1 second. All right. This will actually help me standardize the amount of spaces. Okay. Give me that. I'm seriously walking the entirety of this, just placing rails. Rigor Mortis, most underrated song in PvZ. You know what, I'm gonna say it. I think Rigor Mortis is the best song in base PvZ. I think people just associate it with the fog levels, which are bad, but the song is a banger. How much longer must I go? Yeah. Give me that. There we go. Uh... Well, there goes 2 fireworks I'm not getting back. Alright. We have so many rails. Alright. Can I ride back in the minecart before the song is over? Yeah, this is loud. This is like really loud. And I have the opportunity to sort my inventory, I might as well. I have no idea what this falls under in terms of like volume. So it takes about 2 minutes. That's interesting. Yeah, I came back here just for the sponges, that's right. Sponges acquired. What is it? Is it players? It's friendly creatures? Or did it just bug out the sound? Alright, the sound is back. Still kind of loud. I'm gonna need to get a mod pack just to reduce minecart sounds. You know, nobody's complained about this, by the way, because nobody uses minecarts. Nobody rides in minecarts. Also, you can kind of see how it's lagging a little bit as I'm using the minecarts. That's bad. Yeah, I gotta deal with this. This disaster just waiting to happen. Or I guess technically already happening. Okay. Okay. hate the bats, dude. Get out of here. I don't get it. Why all the bats? Dude, get out of my face. That's why bats are the worst. Get out of my face. They're like flying right into me. And that one wanted to abduct my minecart or something. I don't even know. Get over here. I find it baffling how nobody's complained about minecart noises before. Yeah. Uh... We're just gonna take the minecart back and then end it there, I guess. I can't just sit straight in the minecart. It's impossible. It's actually working though. Why did it... What? I'm not even... my hands are off the mouse right now. I don't know what the minecart's doing. We made it. Only took like 2.5 minutes. Almost 3. Wow. But hey, no rockets used. Ooh, glass is catching up. It's catching up to sponge and gravel. It's gonna overtake it, like, pretty soon. It's gonna overtake it. I would not be surprised if one day glass overtook the netherite pickaxe, which would be insane, but I wouldn't doubt it. Until next time, I guess. Cattail, Sayonara. I'm not so mean as to stop the song, though. I'll let it play out. Bye.